Welcome into the showing of my Tony Gwynn PC. Tony, the 2007 Hall of Fame inductee, was a 15-time All-Star, 8-time batting champion. He won 5 Gold Gloves and 7 Silver Sluggers. His rookie card is 1983, and I do have examples of each part of my master sets, which I'll be working on and showing you as we go along. These cards are extras, not part of any sets that I'm building or putting together. They're just part of my personal collection, and we'll start with 1984 up top with his Topps, Fleer, and Donruss examples. In the middle is his Topps and Topps All-Star from the base set. The third card is the 1985 Glossy All-Stars, they're called. It was a set of 60 that were given out by Topps when you sent in a number of wrappers and a few extra dollars for shipping that were available from the company from 1983 through 1990. It was a 60 card set full of future Hall of Famers and stars of the day, guys like Nolan Ryan, Wade Boggs, Cal Ripken, Don Mattingly, and of course Mr. Gwynn. Not to be confused with the All-Star glossy cards that were inserted one per rack pack in Topps issues those years, which had one per rack pack of stars and managers that were part of the starting lineup of the previous season's All-Star game. So these are the glossies of 22, the rack pack All-Stars, and this is the glossy of 60, the send-ins they're called. On the bottom, 1985 Fleer, Donruss, and Tony showing his split finger fastball form on the base set of 1986 Topps. 1986 Fleer kicks off the other side next to his 86 Topps glossy send-ins and his 86 Donruss base. An odd choice for his 1987 release showing his left ear and back of his batting helmet, but a nicer looking card on his All-Star from 87. And next to that is an 87 Topps Baseball Highlights, which was issued in conjunction with Woolworth's 33 card set. 87 Topps sticker, his Fleer base, and his 87 glossy send-in. Nice because you can barely see his name on the bottom, and there's no other type or text on the card fronts. Just a nice picture. 1987 Fleer Limited Edition is one of several box sets that Fleer had released in the mid to late 80s as part of the junk wax era. Usually 44 card set of All-Stars. His 87 Donruss base and his 88 Topps. In the middle row, 88 Fleer, 88 Fleer Superstar Special with fellow Hall of Famer Tim Raines, taken at the All-Star game, which I believe Tim Raines was the MVP of in Oakland that season, 87, and 88 Score, the first year that Score released cards. And on the bottom, his 88 Donruss MVP inserts, and 88 Topps send-ins. Inserts on the MVPs were easy to find, but they were not known as part of the base set. They had a prefix of BC prior to each of the 26 cards. It was one player per team offered, sort of like the Diamond Kings. Top here we have 88 Fleer Star Sticker, another box set from Fleer, Baseball's Best, otherwise known as Sluggers versus Pitchers, where there were half the cards were pitchers and half were hitters. 88 Score base next to that. The 1969 look-alike is from a series of inserts in Baseball Card Magazine. They did a bunch of those from, I would say, 89 till about 91. Inserted within the publication were panels, usually 2 strips of 3 each, that showed stars of the day set within the templates of retro Topps designs. This one happened to be 1969. Next to that, 1989 Topps base and his Upper Deck, the first year Upper Deck released cards. On the bottom, 89 Fleer, 89 Donruss, and another Donruss MVP insert. Up top we have 1990 Score, Topps, and Fleer. In the middle row is 1990 Upper Deck, Donruss, and Donruss All-Star. The All-Star cards were part of the base set. Donruss had expanded its set as part of the height of the junk wax era to get as many players and cards in as possible. 1991 Upper Deck, Leaf, and Topps base are in the bottom row. Everyone loves a good lemon yellow design from 91 Fleer. Next to that, 91 Donruss from Series 1. Donruss released their base set in two series. Series 1 was with blue borders, and Series 2 was in green. 91 Score on the top right. In the middle row is 92 Upper Deck. 92 Upper Deck Bloodline subset with his brother Chris, who was playing for the Dodgers at the time. And then his 92 Donruss. And on the bottom is 92 Topps, Fleer, and 93 Topps. Top row here is 93 Fleer, 93 Upper Deck, and 95 Collector's Choice Best of the 90s, which was set within a timeline template showing highlights throughout the decade. Hands of Gold is the Topps insert. In the middle is 96 Leaf, and then 96 Select. The Pinnacle card on the bottom left is from 97 or 98. The oddball item in the middle is 1999 Upper Deck Power Deck CD-ROM. It's an actual CD that you can play. If you remember having CD-ROM trays in your desktop computer, the mini slot would fit the smaller CDs, and these CDs were full of video clips, audio bites, statistics, and photographs. So this item gave collectors another avenue to check out their favorite players and their stats. It was full of big-time stars: Mike Piazza, Pedro Martinez, Juan Gonzalez, Nomar Garciaparra, stars like that in the late 90s. 99 Fleer Brilliance is the last card. It is very reflective, and it does pick up your fingerprints quite easily, so you must handle with caution. And finally, 1999 Fleer Tradition, 2000 Fleer Impact insert, mighty fine in 99, a subset of 40 cards, and Ultimate Victory from 99 as well. And then in the middle, we have Upper Deck Legends, another Fleer insert, which looks like the 1961 Fleer throwback, 2000 Topps 20th Century Best, one of the many cards that Topps had in their base set in 2000. And on the bottom, 2001 Upper Deck Legends, Upper Deck Vintage, and 2005 Playoff Absolute Tools of the Trade, numbered 18 out of 250. So I missed his uniform by just one number. When I get to showing the master sets I'm building for the 1980s, you'll get a chance to check out the condition of all the rookie cards I have of Tony Gwynn. This is my PC of him for now. There's a lot more videos on the way of my PCs of other Hall of Famers, so stay tuned for that. Talk to you soon.